Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez Williams. We are in Lisbon and we just got back from a very full but amazing day with our World School pop-up. And we were in some part downtown in Lisbon in a garden, and the kids played a lot, and then we walked around a lot and walked down to the water, and then we used the metro to get around. So tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video, and you're gonna wanna try this new dish. I have 2 pots like I've been using since we've been in Europe, because this is big and that's big, but they're not big enough. Actually, this one will be big enough once I get the chicken cooked. It actually will be big, and this is bigger than we've had so far. So they're pretty good, but not quite as big as what I have at home. So I have a pound of chicken. I'm gonna get this started first with, I'm going to add to it 4 cloves of garlic, but actually first I'm gonna put my oil. So I have olive oil, and I'm first going to use, see if I can open this. And this is gonna be a really delicious thing. So in this area, there's a lot of different cultures represented in Portugal because of its proximity to North Africa, and there's a lot of immigrants from North Africa, and then also from India and Bangladesh, and I think they're in Pakistani. So even in this little corner store in this apartment complex where we're staying, there was a lot of, a lot of the spices that I'm gonna use tonight. So I'm making those all together. I'm gonna use a tablespoon of olive oil with my chicken, and then I'm gonna use a table of olive oil and I'll show you the other ingredients over here in a second. So we're gonna just use 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I do have a pound of chicken, and we are going to add to this. I'm gonna get this started in a moment. I want it to, I'm gonna mix this. I'm gonna find my other spatula. It might be clean. It might be clean. It is. I'm gonna try this one though tonight and see, but I'm afraid that it's gonna scratch. So maybe not. I'm afraid it's gonna scratch. I'm gonna bring it just in case. Okay, here I am. So I'm gonna just get this oil mixed with this chicken so that as soon as I turn on the burner, it can start cooking. And I'm gonna add my spices to both places. So I want that to be mixed. And then I'm gonna mix my red peppers, and I'll show you. I have a cup of red peppers and half a cabbage cut into strips. So cut like half, and then kind of like you're cutting an onion. So you have your little like half circles like this, and then they'll undo themselves to as you move them around into strips. So kind of like a noodle. All right, so I just want to get this mixed a little bit so I can turn them both on and start them cooking. Both of the burners on. So let me turn these on. Tell me in the comments if you cook with gas or electric, and if you cook with gas or electric. And then at home, we cook with electric. All right, now we're gonna add to the chicken, we're going to add our garlic. So I have 4 cloves of fresh garlic. And, oops, that got hot. Move that, move this. Got hot fast. There's 1 clove. And then, I'm gonna turn this one down maybe a little bit. 2 cloves. more cloves. If you love garlic, put garlic in the comments or love it. 2 cloves. 3 cloves. And the last one. 4 cloves. They had a garlic press here and I was really excited because I like to use garlic presses. I usually don't at home just out of laziness, really. And I didn't feel like buying garlic powder here. So I bought some garlic. All right, now we're going to add our onion to here after I mix the chicken a little bit because it's cooking already pretty fast. Even though I turned it down quite a bit. Get that garlic cooking. With the chicken, it already smells amazing. I'm gonna add a small onion that I chopped to this. Oh, it smells so good. Small onion that I chopped, and then we're gonna add some more spices and get the spices in here and in the other, and then I'm gonna add this too as the other one reduces in size, the cabbage. I'm going to move this part over here. If you have a big skillet or tartan or paella pan, like 18 or 20 inches, you're gonna want to use it for this. If you don't have one, put have one if you have one. If you don't have one, put don't have one in the comments. Then you can use 2 separate pots like I am, and then either connect them at the very end or connect them once things reduce in size. Combine them, I guess I should say. All right. I don't know yet if I'm gonna add which one to which. I don't know yet which is going to be easier. So now we're going to add our spices. So we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt. One and a half teaspoons of salt. And then to taste after that. Okay. And then we're going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground ginger. 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground ginger. And then we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Got out a lot fast. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. And a teaspoon of paprika. Open this a little bit wider, I think. A teaspoon of paprika. And then we're going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. It's like so little, I'm trying to get it to spread. And then a small pinch of anise or fennel. So like, this is like small. It's like a few grains at a time, so a small pinch. All right. Now we can mix everything all the spices together, all the food with the spices. Ooh, it smells so good, you all. Oh my gosh. I just got a whiff of onion in my mouth, so not that it doesn't smell good, but it makes me want to cough. Okay. Or onion or pepper, I don't know, something. The onions really set my eye off when I was cutting them today. Oh, this smells amazing. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. Let me mix this. And I'll show you back here. This one's a little bit harder for me to mix. You might actually have room to put some of it in this with the chicken once the chicken's cooked. I want to make sure the chicken's cooked too. Okay. We're getting close. So once the chicken is cooked, then we're going to just be cooking everything until the cabbage is soft. You want the cabbage definitely soft, like noodle soft. So I'm thinking, I'll show you, I'm thinking that it's going to be best space-wise to move this to that. So here is the space left over in this. There's not much space left over in this, but this is a big pot. So I think that that one's pretty full and isn't going to, unless when it starts reducing in size, it'll come over here well. But right now, it is quite full. The onions are getting a little bit caramelized, which is really great. Or they look like they are. I don't know if they're actually getting caramelized, but. And I might actually add a little bit, once these onions are translucent, I'm going to move everything over. But I'm going to add like a 1/4 cup of water. 1/4 cup of water so that it has a little bit more room to like steam over here. I think that'll help. Okay, oh, so good. And then that's it. So this is the recipe. I think it'll take just more time for me before I move it over, but I'm about ready because the chicken is cooked, but the onions aren't quite yet translucent. So I'm going to keep mixing this a little bit. I don't want it to burn. And then here is this. It hasn't yet reduced in size, so I'm going to wait for it to reduce in size. But I'm also going to add the chicken as soon as the chicken and the onion, as soon as the onions are done. And then just mix it all into the one pot. So tell me if you have a huge frying pan, have one. If you don't have one, put not yet. You'll use 2 for this recipe until you combine one of them or combine them in the bowl you're serving them in. And then you're gonna love this combination of flavors. I'm so excited to taste it. My mouth is like watering to taste it. That's it. Have a wonderful evening. It is a beautiful evening. I might need to show you real quick the view from our balcony because the sun is getting ready to set actually soon. Let me show you the view. So there's water like way in the distance over there, and then there's the river right there. And then there's the river right there. And today we were like over the hill, over here in Lisbon. Not very far away really actually in the map, but over there. So have a wonderful evening and try this. Tell me what you think from my house, well, from where we're staying in Lisbon, Portugal to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye.